I'm Chef Tony Hedger from LaCole Culinary in St. Louis, Missouri. Today we're going to talk about how to get beef that's in your beef stew to melt in your mouth. One of those things is moisture, cooking it for the correct period of time. One of those things is actually cutting meat correctly. When we look at a cut of meat, such as the chuck roast, we want to make sure that all this subcutaneous fat gets taken off. You'll see that a little bit of white marbling, or the intramuscular fat that's in the meat, is called marbling. That actually adds flavor for you and moisture. Okay, so when we look at a piece of meat, I can actually see the grains of the meat running this way. So to kind of tenderize it a little bit and make it a little bit more melting in my mouth, I'm going to cut across this way. Make it a little bit smaller. Since the strands are so long, make it a little bit smaller. I know this might be a little bit tough cut of meat. Make a little bit more bite-sized, cut across the grain, and make those muscle strands a little bit shorter. That'll help. Also, when we put it into our liquid and we cook it, we want to make sure that we don't overcook it, because once those connective tissues in the meat break down, they get tender and then they get tough if they're overcooked. So look, check, pick a piece of meat out of your beef stew, put it between your fingers. If it breaks off, kind of shreds a little bit in your fingers, that meat is completely done. It's not going to get any more tender. Your vegetables should also be tender at that point, so you should have a nice beef stew. This has been Chef Tony Hedger from LaCole Culinary in St. Louis, and how to get meat to melt in your mouth in a beef stew. Thank you.